Well, as many of you know, it's been nearly 2 weeks since we had those horrible storms and that caused some major flooding in different communities around the Rio Grande Valley, which is why we are joined here by our general manager here at KRGV, Mr. John Kittleman. Thank you so much for joining us here, because we're going to be talking about this effort that KRGV has with different partnerships to kind of raise money to help those flood victims that, you know, may have lost their homes for maybe a second time.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Gabby. You know, the valley is this long place with unique weather, and it's interesting how sometimes it can be dry in some places and just really severe flooding in others. And I think this is one of those cases where we had just horrific flooding going from Mercedes into Harlingen up north to Raymondville, 14, 15, 16, 17 inches of rain, feet of water in homes, and those of us maybe in McAllen or way in Brownsville may not appreciate the severe damage that was done. We've done several stories on this, and it definitely raises to the level of folks needing help.
Definitely.
And it's great that KRGV can be in that role and put an effort together to help people. So we have partnered with Lone Star National Bank. They're kicking us off with $10,000 donation. So think of it as the first $10,000 are matched. Whatever we get from the community, we'll end up with, if we get $10,000, we'll end up with $20,000. And we're going to work through Habitat for Humanity and their disaster relief services, which we did last year for the Weslaco flooding, and it turned out to be a great partnership. Lots of folks, of course, when they think of Habitat for Humanity, they think of these new homes that are built, and they don't realize that there's this disaster relief arm that does specifically this kind of work, where they assess, they qualify homes. There is an income maximum that qualification process, and then they get in there and they clean up that muck and dirt and damage, and they work with the molding, make sure that mold doesn't occur, and then they do basic repairs such as sheetrock and insulation and even some furniture, because many times, of course, your furniture is destroyed in that kind of flooding environment.
Right.
So it's very exciting, and,
It is.
and it's good to be able to help those in need. You don't know maybe when you might be next.
Exactly, I know. And last year, as you had mentioned, we had done this, and you know, the flooding was so devastating to see, and it affected so many people. But this year, being out working those different stories, myself being out there actually in the community and seeing the damage firsthand is so devastating. And you're looking at these people who, their home, it has their memories and their mementos from years and years, and it's just completely gone. And so at that point, not only are you dealing with kind of this heartbreak and this fear of what do I do next, but now you have to figure out, okay, I actually have to put a roof over my head. I have to find somewhere to live. So I think it's great that we are able to participate and do this, as you mentioned, with Lone Star National Bank and Habitat for Humanity as well. I think that's great that we're able to partner with a lot of different organizations that can help and give back to the community when it's most needed. And something that I've noticed in my time here is that the Rio Grande Valley is so giving, and we really do come together like a family to kind of help and help each other and donate and kind of pick each other back up and put the pieces back together. But with that being said, we do have different outlets for people to donate.
Right. It's pretty easy. If you live anywhere in the valley, there's probably a Lone Star National Bank nearby. So go to any one of those and make a donation. If you write a check, make it out to Heart of the Valley with a notation, Habitat for Humanity, and it'll go to the right spot. 100% of all these donations will go directly to Habitat for Humanity. There's no administrative fees anywhere along the line. So Lone Star Bank is one option. Channel 5 locations are another option. Be sure it's during business hours.
Of course.
And you can really check our website for all the details on that. And then we like having an online option. Many folks today prefer online, and so there is a GoFundMe account as well. And they can find all this on our website, krgv.com, and look for the link towards Heart of the Valley. We love Heart of the Valley. As you mentioned, the valley has a big heart.
It does.
Not only for our neighbors here, but all over the country. We've done
Yes.
several programs over the years, and it's just amazing to see how generous this area is to those around them.
Definitely. So I know today is Sunday, but tomorrow, especially during our morning newscast, I know we always have somebody out there during the 6 to 7 o'clock hour. So before you head out to work, if you're going to the gym, if you're going to grab breakfast, if you're located anywhere or you're passing Weslaco for whatever reason, we are located here at 900 East Expressway 83. So you can stop by in the morning, Monday through Friday, as mentioned, per business hours. Someone you will be there in the morning from 6 to 7 for certain. But make sure to head over to our website to check for more accurate times as far as when to stop by, so that way you can kind of hand it over and make sure your money does go to someone in their hands, and so you make sure that it does get given to the right channels. But yeah, so you can always visit our website, caregv.com. Again, as Mr. Kittleman had mentioned, that you can go to GoFundMe.com and search Habitat, or a Helping Hand, excuse me, Heart of the Valley, a Helping Hand, and you'll be able to find our correct GoFundMe page. As well as donating at any Lone Star National Bank. There are so many across the valley, which makes it really convenient and easy. And last year we donated, we basically all together were able to generate $30,000 to be able to donate to Habitat for Humanity. So that's wonderful. And to be able to do that again would be even, wonderful as well.
Yes,
or
exactly.
Anything.
Hundreds of families are impacted, and we'd like to help as many as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
It is great. I'm glad to be a part of this partnership, and I'm glad that we get to work with the community and different organizations as well to kind of give back, because we do tell those stories. We go out there and we report on them. But it's so hard to kind of walk away, because we share the stories, but then, we ourselves sometimes get to go to our homes, maybe they weren't damaged, and it's hard to kind of leave that. So this is a way for us to continue to help out as much as we can. So it is a blessing to be able to do that, and I think we are in a great position.
Absolutely.
So it is wonderful. So I want to thank you so much for coming on here and chatting with us about this and this effort. So it is going to be running through July 12th. So make sure you can go donate online. You can stop by any Lone Star National Bank. We take cash or check, and you can also stop by any of our Weslaco or one of our KRGV studios. We have one in Weslaco. We have a bureau in McAllen and Brownsville. So just make sure to check on our website to find out what times we will be there. So thank you again so much for coming in today.
Thank you, Gabby. Appreciate it.